Okay, how many of you are parents? Because I think that changes the game when you start talking about being a gamer. Hudson today took my new pair of headphones and just ran off with them. Instead of playing like play catch and try to chase him and stuff, I actually was chasing him, this little 3-year-old toddler running around with these headphones. It was an eventful morning. If you're a parent, sound off in the comments. Tell me if you've had any similar stories of them leaving or taking all of your stuff on your desk and hiding it. I'm curious. How's it going, guys? I'm Brandon, and in today's video, I'm actually doing kind of a setup video. I am upgrading my audio after 2 years. It has been a long time coming. This is the Fifine K683A, which was actually sent out for review. And before that, I used the T690 that I had purchased. Well, my wife purchased for Christmas, and it was a fantastic microphone. And this has gotten me from all of my content when I first started this channel until now. Right now I'm actually recording on a Zoom H1N with a Rode Video Micro, and I'm not using this because we're going to be talking about what I'm upgrading to, which is a dynamic microphone. It's pretty popular right now. It's the Rode PodMic, and we're going to be running it into the Wave XLR. Let's get into it. All right, let's go ahead and start with the PodMic itself. Packaging is great. This thing is beefy heavy, and I'm not joking, like maybe like a bag of sugar heavy. Like this has got some weight and some heft to it. Comes in a nice sleeve and then a box underneath that. We'll go ahead and kind of pull the packaging out. It says, "Thank you, love your PodMic." I'm not really sure yet, Rode. We'll see in a second. And here it is. Here's the packaging for it. Comes in a really, like, I don't know, all of this, stuff, but here's the mic itself. This thing is absolutely gorgeous on stream, and that's kind of why I picked it up. I was going for an SM7B or something like that, and I just could not justify spending $400. This Rode PodMic comes in at $100, and I've seen it as low as about $90 used. So if you're looking at getting into the dynamic microphone game and even going XLR input, this is a great option. I'm not sure how it sounds personally, but I have watched way too many YouTube videos trying to get tutorials, so we'll see how it sounds. Let's move over into the Wave XLR. All right, next up is the Wave XLR. I actually just got my first Stream Deck not too long ago. I've been using Stream Deck on my phone to be able to do everything, but I just actually physically, I've got it right here, I just got my first Stream Deck, and one of my favorite things is I can put my logo on here for the sleep screen. Kind of weird, but whatever. So I actually just picked up the wavelength for this. Was gonna go XLR Mini, but I've read that there is the beta version for the Wave XLR where they're actually putting VST plugins. So with the integration with the Stream Deck, I just felt like this was a really good investment to go ahead and move into this. I would like to have the faders of the Go XLR, but I think the buttons that you can program on the Stream Deck are going to be a great option there. And here it is. Here's the Wave XLR. It looks identical to the Stream Deck almost in its form factor. Actually, let's pull that up and let's take a look at that. So here are the two side by side. I mean, almost the exact same size, almost literally to a T, almost the exact same size. So Wave XLR, really easy to use as I've watched. It's just got a switch button to go between your microphone, your headphones, as well as your blend. It's got an indicator for phantom power, a capacitive mute button, which is just a touch mute button, and then obviously XLR, USB-C input, as well as direct monitoring for the HDMI, or for the headphones. Good sticky bottom. I don't think it's going to move on my desk, and that's great. And I think included in the box should be USB-C to USB-A. It is, and then a whole bunch of promotional material here. Yeah, so it comes with a USB-C to USB-A cable so that you can get it plugged into your computer and connected to the Wave XLR. Is it Wave software? The Wavelink software. So let's go on to the next thing that I have to unbox. Next piece of gear is real simple. This is just an XLR cable. I wanted one with black ends. Sorry, I know that's probably loud as I'm pulling this open. I wanted one with black ends just for aesthetic purposes. Most of the time they come at silver or gray on the ends. I just wanted black to see if I could kind of mesh that color all together so that the Rode PodMic silver is what shows. But this is just a 6-foot cord. I was trying to hope to get an 8, but I couldn't find an 8 in black. If you can find one on Amazon, drop it down in the comments, and we'll see if we can pick that one up. But 6 foot, I think, should be more than enough to go over the boom arm and then into the wave. So let's talk about the boom arm next. All right, and we went with the Nano Gear mic arm. This one is 19 inches on each arm. So this is what they call their large mic stand. We'll go ahead and open it up and take a look at it. I wanted one that was hefty with an internal spring, but also came with straps and everything. So it looks like we got 5 straps right here to be able to connect the XLR. I mean, this thing's got some weight to it as well. I mean, that's hefty. This looks like the Rode PSA 1, and I guess this is kind of like you would consider the cheaper version of that or the knockoff version. But the one thing that the PSA 1 has, the problem, is this shorter end here for your microphone to sit in. And so one of the things I wanted to is if I ever did go an SM7B, I would have a little bit more space here for the microphone to be able to connect. And so far, I mean, it feels great, but I guess we need to mount it to figure out exactly how it's going to feel. So let's go ahead and get all of this installed on the desk, and then we'll switch over to that microphone so you can hear what it sounds like and show you the Wavelink software. And that's it. I just set up the Rode PodMic. I had a little bit of finicky stuff to do with the actual boom arm itself. I felt like it was a little too stiff, and I tried to loosen it up a little bit, but I couldn't find any adjustments on it. I'm sure I'll be able to do that in the future. But what do you think of how it sounds? I've kind of got the gain probably a little high right now. I have it on 54. I think I'm gonna bump it down to 51. Let me know what you think in the comments, but I think this microphone looks fantastic. I think that it's going to be a great addition to the stream, and I kind of just wanted to do this video to just talk about the setup in itself and how I got to this point. I wanted to go ahead and do a comparison to the other microphone, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of say just a little bit more, and I'm going to play some audio from my last stream, a little clip, so you can see the comparison between this microphone and that microphone, so you can see the comparison. This whole setup, before I get to that, this whole setup cost me just over $300. The Rode PodMic brought me in around $100. The Wave XLR was right at $150. The boom arm was $50, and the XLR cable was $10. And so everything shipped to me from Amazon. It was a little over $350, but it was actually a very great investment so far. I've played with the Wavelink software a little bit. I did download the new 1.4 with the support for VST plugins. I'm using Reaper plugins within the Wave XLR app. So I'll probably do an in-depth coverage of this app if you want to see how it can integrate with your stream, or if you're considering doing this upgrade to the Wave XLR. I really think that this is a great opportunity for people who are looking to upgrade their audio from something like a USB microphone. But let's go ahead and show you some of the sound from me using the K683A from Vivine. If you are wanting to grow on Twitch, you need to stop streaming on Twitch. It's not about streaming on Twitch to grow on Twitch. You need to make content in other places so that you can grow your Twitch following. You need to point them to Twitch because Twitch has no discoverability. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all these places that actually have built-in discoverability will give you the audience that you can push to Twitch. That's it. It's really that simple. And that's about it. You go ahead and make your comparisons, thoughts, drop down in the comments. Let me know. Do you think that this was a good upgrade? I do. I think that I was ready to move away from the USB microphone and more into this dynamic realm. Plus, this looks amazing, and I know that sounds kind of vain in a way, but it really does look great. So let me know what your thoughts are. Drop down in the comments. Come join Discord and connect with me over there. I'll do some more messing around. Let me know if you want some updated tutorials on this stuff. A couple of things coming out, OBS tutorial, as well as the explanation for the short of me kicking my Xbox off my front porch. That's coming soon. I'm Brandon, and welcome to the darkness. We'll catch you next time.